Hello everyone. We are Team Undefined and today we are here for presenting our capstone mega project named Classtro. So I am Namrata Daphale and my team members are Aryan Patil, Harshvardhan Patil, Pawan Malgavi and Darwajkar. So let's see what is Classtro. So Classtro is a real-time classroom engagement platform created to make the learning more interactive and engaging for both the teachers and students during the live lectures or sessions. As in many traditional classrooms, communication may be one sided or student participation remains low. So, Classtro solves this problem by introducing interactive features like live polls, anonymous Q&A, quizzes, feedbacks, and real-time analytics. So Classtro is built using Stack and which allows the teachers to host the live sessions while the students can instantly join the session using the session codes and actively participate in the activities in classroom. So our main aim is to transform the passive learning into more engaging and uh, collaborative experience. So let's see the technologies used for our Classtro. So we have used React and Tailwind CSS to build a responsive front-end UI and Node.js and Express.js for the backend APIs and all the business logic. And we have used the MongoDB database to store all the session and user data. And we have used the Socket.io that enables the real-time communication for the live interaction during the classrooms. And we have used the AWS and Vercel render for the deployment and hosting part of the Classtro. So let's move to the next part of the presentation. Pawan will
Okay everyone, as Namrata just listed all the technologies we have used in the Classtro, we'll try to put all of these in a system architecture diagram. At the very top layer, we have the end users who will be using our system, which are the teacher and the student. At the front end of the Classtro is developed in the technology React.js and which is hosted on Vercel, for which we use the AWS CloudFront as a CDN to provide it to all the users globally. At the backend layer, we have used the Node.js and Express.js technologies, which handle the normal CRUD operations of the system, while we have another part of the backend which is developed in Socket.io, which handles all the real-time communication using the socket channels. Below which we have three different types of databases used, each for different type of use cases. First one being the MongoDB, which stores all the data about all the entities being worked upon in the system. Second one is the Redis cache, which we are using to cache the mostly accessed data in the live channels to provide the sub-millisecond responses. And the third one being the Amazon S3, which we are using for the file storage operations. Under all of this, we are using AWS CloudWatch, which will be used for all the monitoring and logging of the system performance. Next, we'll look at the features provided by Classtro. The features which the Classtro provides to both of the types of users are real-time polling, Q&A sessions for all the students who want to ask their questions without any hesitation. Next one being the isolated sessions where multiple sessions can run in parallel without being interfered by any other. Next is broadcast message broadcasting where teacher can send a broadcast message to all the students. The students can join the session using two different types, which can be joining using QR code by scanning the QR code or by entering a 6 digit or a 6 alphanumeric code, which does not need any scanning, but the two ways to join a session. Once the session has been completed, the teacher also gets a dashboard where he or she gets all the analytical visual cues of how well the session was conducted, what improvements are needed, and all the analytical things are shown at the after end of the session. And the next is Q&A. Students ask their doubts without any issues. So these are all the basic features which the Classtro intended to solve in the problem statement. And further, we'll look into the enhanced features Classtro has added while being in the work.
So yeah, thank you, Pawan. So let's talk about enhanced features. So along with the main features about the like Classtro interaction and overall things, Classtro also provides some enhanced features to improve student participations and making learning more engaging. The first feature is AI Power Assistance, which supports students during learning and help them improving their understanding. The second feature is instant quiz, where teacher can quickly generate and conduct the quizzes during live sessions to check student understanding, and we can say through that the student engagement also increases. The third feature is gamified learning, which makes classroom activities more interactive and enjoyable, encouraging students to participate more actively. Overall, these features can help the to create a more engaging and interactive classroom environment. Yeah, now let's talk about AI-powered features. The cluster also include AI-powered features to improve the overall learning experience. The first feature is AI chatbots, which help students by providing quick supports and answering doubts. The second feature is AI generated quiz, which automatically create quizzes to evaluate students and understanding efficiently. The third feature is AI insights, which help teachers to understand the student participations and classroom performance through generated insights. This AI feature helps to make learning more personalized, interactive, and efficiently. The third most important thing is that our deployment. So for the deployment, we have used the cloud-based architecture to make application more accessible and scalable. The front end is connected with backend using APIs. The backend is deployed using AWS EC2, which provides better performance, resources, management, and reliability. This development structure allows the application to handle user efficiently and support features, scalability, and improvements.
So after all of this theoretical walkthrough of the system, let's get into the actual demonstration of Classtro.
So now let's move to the demonstration, and as you can see, this is the landing page of our Classtro. Now let's move to the login and create an account. So we provide two options, either a Gmail login with email and password, or a Google account login, Google login. So let's Google login. Then we provide two roles, that is teacher and students. So let's make an teacher account first. So when you continue, you will get to the teacher's main dashboard, or the main screen of teacher site. So in this, here is a tab for creating rooms. So let's create a room first. In Let's name it YouTube video. Okay, and this is for demonstration. Okay, this is the description. You can, once you create a room, then you can create and group multiple sessions you take in this room. So it is basically like for real classrooms, you can create a virtual room and in which you can conduct multiple sessions. So let's create a session. Let's say lecture 1. Okay, and you can select number of max students for this session. Let's select 25 as of now, and let's continue. Okay, so now you can see the session has been created, and here is the session code, the time the session will be has been started, and here is the participant count, etc. So let's go into the session. So as you can see, this is the whole session workspace. Here is the doc, or quick doc we provide, in which we provide shortcuts for multiple features, and here is the session code and joining link. Once you click on this, you can join the send this link to the students and students can join. As you can see, one of the students has already joined. So let me share QR to other students to join. So let's wait for students to join quickly. So either you can click on this code and copy the link, or students can join this QR and join the session. So we can copy this link over here, and at student side, students will join. So let me join through one of the student screen. So student will log in and he will join the session using the link. So you can see that student has been joined to the session, and this is the student side main participant session workspace. Okay, so let's move the teacher side and let's see another functionalities. So as you can see, uh, we have options for creating polls, launch quizzes, and Q&A. So as students have joined, let's send a poll to them and let's see whether they follow up. So we provide a ready-made quick templates for polls also. Did you understand today's lecture? Let's see whether students have understood the lecture. We can also add more options to this question. We can edit this and launch from here. So once the poll is launched, let's see how the poll looks at student side first. Okay, so this is the UI student will get once the poll they receive a poll. Student can vote their poll, and teacher will get real-time analytics. Let watch the teacher view and see how the real-time analytics work. So as you can see here, the analytics is real-time analytics. Teacher get real-time insights and understand class behavior and understanding. So teacher can also view multiple visuals, pie chart, donut chart, or vertical bars, horizontal bars. So once teacher is satisfied with the polls, and teacher can end the poll, and the poll will result will be stored in the history. Even teacher can launch new polls and get all the history and track of the class. Then we will move to the Q&A section. Let's see if students have any questions. So as of now there is no question, and once the student will give the questions will appear here. Let's wait for students. Even let's see what students can do on student side. Okay, so what is Kafka? There is already one question by a student. Let's add our question. Okay, we can also student can also ask question anonymously. When student submit a question, he will see his own question over here, and then he can also upvote others question if he has the same question. Okay, so let's see what it looks like for teachers in teacher side. You can see teacher can get the most upvoted question at the top, and there is also option for student for anonymous question, Q&A. So the name of the students has been hide in this question, and you can see the real-time flow. Also teacher can mark the question as answered. So in student side, that question will be shown as answered for as an acknowledgement. You can see over here. Okay, then now let's move to the quizzes section. So for proper like teacher can take quick quizzes to understand students understanding. So there are no quizzes yet, so teacher can create new quiz. So let's create a new quiz first. Here is a all quizzes section in which you can create a quiz. So let's create a quick quiz for Kafka. Okay, you can the description is optional. So we have a option to create manual quiz questions, And we also provide an AI generating option for quiz question generation. So let's generate a quiz for on Kafka. While generating, you can specify the number of questions also. Let's take default 5, and you can see over here the questions has been generated. You can also shuffle the questions as per your choice. There is also multi-select question option. Okay, so we provide MCQ question, multiple choice questions, and we can also choose the difficulty of the question. Okay, so you can also edit one of the question and change according to you. So once the quiz has been created, you can save the quiz, and let's launch the quiz into the session. So let's see. Once we launch the quiz, there are two options to launch the quiz in self-paced mode or live guided quiz mode. So for now, let's launch a self-paced quiz. Okay, now let's see what student side look like. Okay, now students will get this screen for quiz. Student can read the question and answer. Which component is responsible for receiving messages from producers and sending them? Okay, for this, let's select an answer and go ahead. Let's select answers for quickly for now. Here is a multiple choice question. You can select multiple options and click next. And once we submit the quiz, you will get the instant result. And on teacher side, there will be also result from all the students over here. So teacher can also refresh the results. Okay. So maybe one of the students has only cleared the quiz with. Okay, so now let's end the quiz. Teacher can also get quiz history. Okay, so this was all the major features for engagement and interaction between students. Now let's move with the more features. Aryan can will continue from here.
Okay. Thanks, Harsh, for introducing all these features. So let's move to the another feature, that is the session announcement. So basically, if the host wants to share something like notes or maybe some material or something data or any announcements, in that case, the host can easily share it over here. Basically, it's kind of something like chat for the students. So let's share some resources over here. Okay, so we are sharing the GitHub link over here and also some YouTube video links. So you can see all these things are MD file supported. So MD file format is also supported. The two links are automatically detected. So let's just send it right now. Okay. Okay. So after sending, you can see the links are visible on the screen and also from the student side. Harsh, can you just open the student side? Okay, so on the bottom right corner, there is a announcement options where you can see all the announcements. So you can see all these things over here, like whatever the links are shared. The students can also interact with the links and react to the messages on the, like you can see the emoji icon over there. So basically, it's something like a chat. Okay. So after this, let's just end the session and get the session feedback from the students. Okay, so after clicking the end session, automatically all the students will be popped up with something like give the feedback and Harsh just show the student side screen. Okay, so this is the session feedback which is provided to every student, and the student has to give some feedback and might be optional. They can add also comment also. So I'll just give 5 stars from my side also because I am also connected to this session. Okay, so after sending the feedback, Okay, so the teacher can see the analytics in the rooms and in that particular session. Just the thing is, the AI is actually generating the analytics. That is the reason it is saying waiting for the feedback. So let's just do something else. Okay, Harsh, just go to the profile section over there. Okay, so the teacher and as well as the student can also view their profile and also edit the profile. Might be edit the full name or the username, or also for the teacher specifically, if there are a lot of rooms and there are a lot of session, in that case the teacher can also archive those rooms so that in future, if he or she wants, he can download it. After it, you can see the archive option. It is available on the room section, like the room options. And also you can manage, click on manage also. Okay, so you can also change the room name as well as the description too. Okay, so let's head towards the analytics part. Let's click to the generate analytics. So here there are options like, if a person wants, a teacher wants to have a specific analytics regarding just poll analytics or Q&A insights, he or she can opt it. Okay, let's just turn on the AI insights as we want the engagement analytics provided by AI. Okay, let's just click on generate analytics. Okay, so as you can see, the AI has generated the analytics, and you can see the total participants, the peak participants, whatever the polls are conducted, like whatever the number it is, the questions were asked, and also you can see the graphical user interface, like the graphs and all, like how the participant timelines are working, how the students are getting joined, and also on the right side you can see the Q&A insights with like what are the questions are there and whichever the questions are answered, you can see on the top. On the left hand side, you can see the poll analytics. Whatever the polls are conducted, you can see the response ratio, like responses, how many students have responded to it, and all. Okay, so let's just move towards the session feedback first. So this session feedback is nothing but after ending the session, students are popped up with the session feedback. So this is nothing but that session feedback. So basically, you are connected only three students right now. That's why you can see only three comments right there. And also, we use AI to kind of summarize those feedback and take the average rating and all. So on the left hand side, there is this AI insight. So AI insights actually help us gain more information about the engagement. So basically, what it does, it takes all the polls and it takes all the question and answered things, and it generate the analytics, like what was the engagement thing, like how we can improve the engagement. If there are question asked, like 5 question asked, how many questions were answered. So those things are shown over here, and also some suggestions provided by AI for the next sessions. Okay. So after that, apart from this, the main concern about any session in the classroom, that is nothing but attendance. So you can see it over here. Okay, attendance preview. So once the session is created and the students start joining, each student attendance is tracked separately. As you can see, I am Aryan Patil, and I have attended the whole session. So basically, from the start to the end, it is all tracked. And if it it is less than a certain threshold, then the attendance is considered as partial. So in that case, the student attendance is also tracked on that part. And also, except from this, you can generate the PDF also, so that you can preserve all these things. So let's just export the PDF and look at it, like what are the things in the PDF. Okay, so you can see there are lecture one and there are analytics reports and all. Can you just export the PDF? Okay. Okay, fine.
We can skip it.
It's nothing but yeah. Okay, okay. We'll move to the next part, that is nothing but Clario AI. So right now, the era of the AI, and the AI chatbots. And also Clario AI assistant is nothing but it actually is going to help you about the applications and all, like how it's going to work. If you are facing some things like you're not able to create some polls or you're not able to create a room, in that case Clario is going to help you. So let's just take a scenario and I am not able to create a room and I just want to take help from the Clario AI. Voila. Okay, so Clario has sent us something, creating a room in Classtro, navigate to dashboard, click the check create room and then enter the room name. So basically, as you can see, you can ask Clario regarding the Classtro and Clario is happy to help. So let's move to the feedback. So as a customer and as a beta user, you can also provide some feedback and provide some description whatever you're feeling about this application. Was it useful to you, like, and are you going to use it or not, etc etc. Also you can mention the email so that in future we might share you some new things, like update you with the new features and all. Okay, so apart from this, if you're facing some things that are like you're facing some bugs or you're facing some issues, you can obviously report it in the report a bug session and you can submit the bug report. So this is nothing but Classtro and Classtro engagement platform.